All right, y'all. It's officially day 25 of my trading transformation, and it has been a journey, y'all. Today, I took one trade and I took a loss today, and I keep on taking losses, and like I'm not too discouraged by them because they are better quality trades. But the trade today, I thought could have been a lot better. But we're gonna hop right into the trade that I took. Again, I live stream every single trading session. Today was actually like the longest trading session I've ever had. It was like 6 hours, pretty much the whole market day. But today we had horrible action. We'll kind of go over it in the what are they called, after market sessions, or no, the chart reviews. But basically this morning we were pretty bearish, but I thought we were gonna be bullish at first. But we did have an SMT at the highs. We ended up selling off, taking morning objective. Okay, morning objective gets taken. We'll go over this more in the chart review, but we're gonna go over simply the trade that I took. So we take sell side. We have displacement up. What is this displacement up doing? We are generating buy side. We are putting in highs. We are putting in highs. We are putting in highs. So we are generating buy side on the way down to then have a stop rate, and then also within here. It's important to know that we are back within this 4 hour. We have a 4 hour order block here. So I was looking us to bounce here, then possibly retrace back in equilibrium of this price leg. If we look at this big price leg, I want to see a retracement into equilibrium of here. Because why does the market move? Hunt liquidity, rebalance to inefficiency, rebalance to equilibrium. As you can see, we actually do end up rebalancing the equilibrium of this range. And we also had this 15-minute imbalance right in equilibrium. A lot of time we'll have a big sell-off, and then we'll rebalance into equilibrium. And there also will be an imbalance most of the times within equilibrium. And those are the type of things I'm trying to hunt and trying to look to take a trade. And we kind of drop down. So we take a low. We take internal. And then this is then when we start to get displacement up. I was wanting to see an SMT form here, but we have huge displacement up. And at the time, I'm just waiting. I'm looking for an entry. 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 And within this displacement up, I really want to see an entry. I want to see a pullback. We don't really get a pullback here. We kind of just get a straight run. And again, here, we put in a low. I want to see this low get souped to take to this high. To take to this high. This is what I want to see. This is where I'm looking to enter. I want to see the turtle soup. I'm really starting to look for an entry here. I'm really starting to dial in an entry here. I want to see some sort of retracement before we take buy side up here, because we have all these generated buy side. We have all this generated buy side. So I'm expecting for at least some of this to get met. And we come down. We come up. We put in this low here. We also have equal lows here. And then this is then when I'm like, hey, I'm looking for the soup. I'm looking for the soup. We don't end up taking it. We end up taking buy side liquidity here. And then we end up dumping back down to this low. And this is where I go wrong. I'm looking to take a turtle soup. I'm still looking for this turtle soup because I'm expecting us to go back up to this high, as well back inside of equilibrium of the range. And I want this high to be the draw, which it does end up being the draw, but it just, so my bias was okay. The reasons for entering this trade was okay, but the execution on it was not. I see where my head was at. I'm starting to see the market a little bit better, but it just wasn't there. It just wasn't there. So we come back down. We take this internal high. And okay, the reason why I got a little bit overconfident with this trade is because there was a trade that I've journaled that was exactly like this. I ended up missing out on. So it was this trade. To when we come up, we take an internal high, and then we drop down, and then we soup. Because I was looking to take a soup here, but the fact that we took internal liquidity here, I was a little bit hesitant to take it. So I'm like, hey, this is the exact same trade as this one. No, it's not. What is missing here? We just sold off all of this. We just sold off this whole range, and market doesn't really need to move up here. So I'm looking at this as a turtle soup. We also have the 5-minute imbalance. I do like how the turtle soup is in line with this 5-minute imbalance. I want to see us take this low and then bounce. So I end up entering here, around here, trying to target all the way up here. I end up getting stopped out with my stop right here. What did I do wrong on this trade? I tried to take a soup before the displacement. We don't get any displacement. I enter right here off of this candle. I need to see displacement to take the turtle soup, especially where I'm at right now. Hey, maybe we get displacement up here. Okay, then that's when I can validate that this is a turtle soup. Notice how we never got that, so we end up selling off. So just me waiting for a displacement will fix this problem. There have been many times when I've tried to take a turtle soup, I thought it'd been the soup, and then I ended up getting stopped and taking unnecessary losses because we're not ready to move yet. We're not ready for it. So a lot of times when I take soup, we're just not ready. It's an okay idea, but we want to come back down and we just want to chop here, generate liquidity to then take buy side. So this wasn't a awful trade idea, but the execution was not there. Once we get the displacement, that validates that we want to go higher. That kind of validates. And if we look at ES at the time, I was also looking, where is ES at this time? Okay, ES had the low right here. ES had the low right here. And I was thinking, hey, we could have an SMT once NQ takes us low, and then we'll immediately pump. So ES takes us low, and then we kind of pump here. So this is why I kind of held it, because I'm like, hey, ES can still pump. Well, we end up selling off, and then we'll kind of go over this in the chart review, but really not favorable price action today. Not something to ruin my conviction either. This is not something that's going to destroy my conviction. Coming to the market, trying to catch this, should not ruin my conviction. It was an okay idea, just not the great execution. Again, I lost like $25 on the live account, so it's something that I'm able to lose. So I got stopped out like right around here. Good risk on this. Maybe I was trying to catch too much of the move here, but I really like this draw because I'm not going to target here because we've already taken this draw. If we're going to go to here, we're likely going to go to here. So maybe I was trying to catch too much, but I did like this. So I had good risk on it. Everything was okay here. Just the execution was not. And we're going to go over the mistakes I made. So I traded after the morning objective. Notice how we have this big sell-off here. I don't find this. I don't see that there's a bunch of opportunity within this sell-off. But we have sell-off. We take the morning objective. Again, what is the morning objective? We have a big hourly level. We have a big hourly low. This is the objective of this morning. Anything after this is probably going to be lower probability. Anything after this, we're probably just going to be looking to rebalance price. Where do we rebalance price to? Equilibrium of the range back in that 15-minute imbalance. So anything after this, I should be taking the internal model, which is what I was taking. Maybe I should have been a little bit more scalpy because we had taken this. So maybe after we get this turtle soup, then I can look. Or if this is the turtle soup, after we get the displacement higher, then I can look to take a long. Overall, not the end of the world, but things to learn from and mistakes that I need to make. And I like how I didn't make similar mistakes. Again, these are kind of like little differentiated mistakes. But I took a turtle soup before the displacement validated it. This is what I want to work on, waiting for displacement when taking turtle soup. Wait for that displacement to validate, then I can put my stop at the low. The reason why I'm trying to take this is because I'm trying to get the best possible entry. When I try to get the best possible entry, I end up losing. And that seems to be a problem that I've been having. Trying to get the best possible entry leads to me trying to get the best most money, and then the trades don't end up working. So waiting for a displacement for taking those turtle soups, and that's what I'm really working on. I don't really have anything else here. I am starting a funded account, so I think that I'm going to start labeling these as the road to funded, and then we'll also do chart reviews, which I like. So my road to funded, and then there will be just trade recaps, and then I'll have the funded account or the chart reviews where we'll go over everything. So I'll see you guys later for chart review. I'll have chart review in like an hour time. Hopefully I'll see you guys then, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day.